Setting goals. All of us set goals and work towards its achievement. Bible teaches that plans can be made by man, but the outcome of the same will be established by God. This is mentioned in Proverbs chapter 16 verse 9 and in Proverbs chapter 19 verse 21. Hence, goal setting and accomplishment of the same is God ordained. We will look at the acronym GOALS, that is GOALS, and try and learn 5 points while setting goals for our life. The first, G. God must be at the center of all our goals and plans in our life. The goal setting process starts with our thoughts and plans, followed by assessment of the resources required, and then execution of the plans for achieving them. We should have periodic review and checks to take corrective actions if needed. We see in James chapter 4 verse 13 to 15 and Luke chapter 12 verses 16 to 21 two examples where God was not in the plans of these two people. The wisest king Solomon in Proverbs chapter 3 verse 6 advises to put our trust in the Lord with all our heart and not to lean on our own understanding. I call this the God factor, involving God from the very beginning till the end. Number 2. O. Objectives are achieved with SMART goals. The acronym SMART stands for S for specific, M for measurable, A for achievable, R for realistic, and T for time bound. The Apostle Paul mentions in 1 Corinthians chapter 9 verse 26 that he does not run aimlessly and does not fight like a boxer beating the air. We need to be focused and purposeful in setting our goals. Number 3, A. Godly goals must be ambitious and aspirational. God's people walk by faith and not by sight. 2 Corinthians chapter 5 verse 7. We need to take risk with the help of the Holy Spirit and set stretched goals moving out of our comfort zones. Ephesians chapter 3 verse 20 promises us that God is able to do immeasurably more than we ask or imagine according to His power that works in us. William Carey, the father of modern missions, famous quote which says, "Expect great things from God, attempt great things for God," should motivate us to set aspirational goals with God's help and guidance. Number 4, L. Learn from our past mistakes while setting new goals ahead. It is advisable to evaluate the reasons for our failures and take corrective actions. However, we should not get stuck with our past failures but move ahead as the Apostle Paul teaches us in Philippians chapter 3 verses 13 to 14. He says to forget what is behind and strain towards what is ahead. God promises that He will restore all that you have lost, as in Joel chapter 2 verse 25. Fanny Crosby, the blind visionary for Christ, started writing hymns at the age of 44, and after that she wrote 8,000 hymns. Blessed Assurance being one of the most loved and often sung hymn in Christendom. We can be encouraged that our failures are nothing compared to her. Number 5, yes, surrender and submission of our goals to God will result in success. Finally, as written in Proverbs chapter 16 verse 3 and Proverbs chapter 3 verse 6, when we submit our thoughts, plans, and the works we do into God's hands, He will bless us with all success in our whole being of body, soul, and spirit. If you are wanting to know more about such topics and to have a relationship with Jesus, I invite you to get in touch with YLF Jamshedpur for further details. God bless you all.